another tweeting day. Heard the news from way down south, what they gotta say. Exchange's been talking trash for near about a year about the USA and me filling up my ear. Name calling lies and half-truths spreading all around. Thought I'd let it slide on by without a single sound. But I'm telling you folks, enough is finally enough. The South African government playing mighty rough with their own damn people are crying shame. I see Afrikaners and minorities ain't living free, so I'm letting loose, both barrels blasting loud. Gonna tell the whole damn world from this political cloud. They talk about injustice and wrongs from days of old, while their own citizen stories remain untold. Farmers on the high veld fearing for the land, minorities forgotten by a heavy hand. Promises broken, future looking bleak, while the ANC keeps talking week after damn week. 'Cause I'm telling you folks, enough is finally enough. The South African government playing mighty rough with their own damn people are crying shame. I see Afrikaners and minorities ain't living free, so I'm letting loose, both barrels blasting loud. Gonna tell the whole damn world from this political cloud. At us with a hypocrite's glare, while their own house is burning beyond all repair. From the White House balcony, the truth will ring out clear for the forgotten voices and the silent tears. 'Cause I'm telling you folks, enough is finally enough. The South African government playing mighty rough with their own damn people are crying shame. I see Afrikaners and minorities ain't living free, so I'm letting loose, both barrels blasting loud. Gonna tell the whole damn world from this political cloud.
Hey folks, welcome back to the program. Thursday, February 12th, 2025. You know what that means, right? You know what that means. Friday the 13th is tomorrow. Friday the 13th. For South Africans, it's already Friday the 13th. Has any black cat crossed your lane? Anyone seen a black cat? What's going on? Friday the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! For those of you little superstitious Friday 13th, I don't mean to make fun of you, but hey, there you go. Listen, an update very quickly here for my audience about the events of last night. Things unfolded pretty crazy last night where people were stranded and no one picking them up, or people coming late to airports. Let me give an update of those folks who are trapped in Dallas. I received this message, like 3 minutes ago. Yeah, 3 minutes ago. Wow, just got an update. Dear Colonel, thanks for all your help. In short, this is what happened today. We spent the night at the airport with everything closed. Coming from South Africa with all its crime, that was pretty scary. That agent has not contacted me at all, despite my messages on the phone. It would seem that the International Organization of Migration is the culprit in our case. No one at the airports even know who IOM is. We got our flight this morning and were picked up by the Abilene agency at the airport. What an anticlimax. We were treated like kings. Got iPhones, which they'd already registered, a hotel with a kitchenette and a fridge full of fresh fruit and veggies. They were super helpful and even hinted at replacing our one bag, which was broken at the airport. We're super thrilled with the service and can recommend them to anyone, professional and empathetic. After being 80 hours in transit, we went to bed and had a good rest. I was also contacted by a company in Denver who has a paralegal position available, negotiating with them now. Hopefully I can start ASAP and save the government at least my grants. Then it's only my son who must get work, which I believe will happen. Thank you for all your help. We really appreciate it. Kind regards. Wow, that's a good news story there, folks. That is a good news story. Fantastic, really exciting stuff to hear about the family who were last night stuck at the airport in Dallas in Terminal B trying to figure out what's going on. So they've arrived at their destination. They're getting treated like royalty from their perspective. There you go. This comes after today. I finally released a video about the bad things happening for South Africans, but I'll tell you, the shadow banning is in full effect here, folks. 3,000 views on this video. What the hell is going on? 3,000 views in 6 hours. That's unbelievable. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. 3,000 views. That's just insane. What is going on with these things? How are my shorts doing? My last short got 11,000 views. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, I got a phone call today from Brendy Wells telling me to hang in there. The short that I did last night wasn't meant to elicit empathy. I was just trying to say that there's a lot of stuff that you take a lot of flack for trying to help people. And I said in the end, it's worth it. If just one family survives, one family's life is improved, one person has a better life as a consequence of the effort that I put in, it makes it all worthwhile. Not seeking fame or wealth or glory. Would be nice for people not to steal my original ideas and content and give credit. I do that. I always give credit to people. I always promote other people. So, yeah. Yikes, anyway. Hey, Courtney, how's it going in there in Salt Lake? CB, Mandy Van Ryan, AJ Quinn, Pikachu. Pikachu, we're going to do an interview next week, maybe? You ready for an interview next week, Pikachu? Excuse me. I have not, 80 hours in transit. Remember, they spent, 18 hours. I don't know if it's 80 hours. Remember, they probably started one place. They had to drive to an airport, then fly to another airport, then fly over, then stuck in Atlanta for an layover, then fly to Dallas, then stuck overnight. So it's possible. I don't know if it's 80 hours, but 48 hours per 2 days, 72 hours. Yeah, 3 days. That's entirely possible with their travel. Yep. I saw the comment on the video of the South African fetching another refugee from airport. I don't know anything about that guy. Who is that and where is that? Erica Strauss. What's up, Erica? Hey, there's a guest on the program in the past. So I got a phone call from Brendy Wilson. It was very kind of her. I appreciate that. Brendy is a wonderful friend and a great person. So she did a post on Twitter, on X, which I can't respond to because my account is locked because of the South African State Security Agency breaking into my account. And so I've got it frozen right now, and Elon Musk isn't fixing it. Brandy said, I was truly honored to join Chris Wyatt this past Saturday in Texas for such a heartfelt meet and greet, a gathering of people, stories, and faith. We welcome South African refugees with warmth, prayer, and open hearts. Nate Sheets spoke, John B. Wells spoke, and I also had the privilege of sharing a few words. Moments like this remind me that God is good always and the glory belongs to him. It's deeply sad when families are forced to flee the country they love because of the color of their skin and then find themselves being labeled as the racists and supremacists. Yet despite the hardship, what we witnessed was courage, dignity, and hope. So much kindness, so much unity, and so much love in one room. Grateful to everyone who showed up, stood in support, and extended compassion where it truly mattered. Yep, she just posted this just at the top of this hour.
I just wanted her to say a few words. She's been in the States for a long time, and she had a tough journey getting over here, and she knows South Africa.
Thank you. Hallo everyone. Baie welkom. Onaangename kennis. Dan gaan nou al die Afrikaanse woorde sê wat ek ken. But ek is so bly om julle almal hier te sien. I've spent the last 10 years in America literally fighting behind the scenes.
So Brandy, she spoke there. So that was pretty awesome. Thank you for that, Brandy. I appreciate that. I'm not following you on this account because it's not my main account. Yeah, so wow, interesting day to say the least. I've been very busy, one broadcast after another, news this morning, then the live stream of the president's comments. Didn't even get to finish it. He just never finished. He kept going on and on after an hour, 40 minutes, enough. Then the interview of the Indian family that's here in the United States. So got that covered after the Indian family. Then I had barely a few minutes to go over the Veterans Organization and had my board meeting, then home association meeting, and then the veterans meeting. I came home. I have not eaten since yesterday. I'm a little lightheaded, so I'm going to try to do just a 1 hour stream tonight and go get some food before it's, before my head explodes. Tomorrow morning, I've got an interview with Earl Naidu talking about the ANC and its human rights abuses, according to him. And then later in the day, we have an interview with the Smiths out in San Diego, California. We're going to talk to them about their experience. Another family who've adopted black children who presumably were abandoned in South Africa. Not sure if that's the case. Yeah, Courtney, I think Jules is a Afrikaner refugee in Utah. At some point, if they let, I'll link you into that group, Courtney, if they want to let you in there, even though you're not a refugee, but you are in Utah and you are a viewer of the program. So I'll have to ask them. Yep. All right. So how are we doing there? Pretty exciting stuff. Lehan Osthuizen is here. Also a guest on the program Saturday morning, folks. Not an ideal time, but we do have Six Nations. We want people to watch this during the day rather than doing it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's gone to bed in South Africa. But Lehan is there with Bruce the service dog. You may know him, very more famous than the family at the moment. But Bruce the service dog is with them here in Pennsylvania, Penn's Woods. Okay, well, Miki W92, that's just an average day for me. I will finish this. Normally, I would finish this around midnight or 12:30 in the morning, and then if I didn't go longer. And then from there, I would go and sit down and answer emails. And after I answer emails, then I would go get a little snack and go to bed and get up about 3 hours later and start all over again. I need to do another mailbag thing, although the mailbag thing didn't go particularly well because people got bent out of shape. I don't know why. I don't know why people got bent out of shape. It was kind of irritating. I'm just reading the mail, and I didn't identify anybody. I didn't attack anybody, but somebody thought it was. Yeah, Alex, I mean, I know the shadow banning is real. I mean, look, 2,000 views on my prepared video. I mean, that's insane. I haven't had 2,000 views on a prepared video since I had 20,000 subscribers. This is ridiculous. My lives are still doing pretty well. I mean, yeah, they're doing very well. Yeah, 4,000, 3,000, 5,000, 3,400. Yeah, not as well as they were a week ago, but they're like I had 10,000 when I did the one from Maine. But so they're doing well. But I mean, my prepared videos are getting no feed, no attention whatsoever, which means people aren't being notified, and that's a shame. That's a shame. It's a lot of effort and work to put into that. So, yes, Chugsy, that's right. They did. They did. They used a VPN to pretend they were in Seattle, Washington, and broke into my account, and then changed my codes, and so I couldn't. And then Twitter let them do it. They said, "Oh, are you logging in from Seattle at frickin' 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm sleeping for once. If I'd been awake, I would have seen it and stopped it right away." I sent a message after it was the next day, and I said, "I didn't change those passwords." You look, then they changed. Then like you have to put in the codes from the authenticator. I don't have codes from authenticator because these scumbags went in and set it up. Anyway. Was approved on dashboard on Friday. Agent from FG1 had already contacted me before any feedback from RSC. People are taking notice. What does that mean, winners do not complain? What do you mean people are taking notice? How did you discover who did it? That's not really important, Chugsy. Refugee did not get my last money, did not get copies of paperwork I signed after I asked. I had to get South Africans to the airport because Friday was Muslim prayer time. Well, that's unacceptable. I mean, I was open and then brought to me. I had to get my own apartment with no help. Transport was stopped after I found my own work with no help, 2 days' notice. Well, why is this person not reaching out to me? Why am I hearing about this? Comment on the video. You know, I mean, I'm not putting any credibility in that. The person wants to reach out to me. That's on that. I haven't looked at any of the comments, and there's 48 comments, so let's take a look and see. Thank you, very supportive. Oh, there it is. Adrian C. Bolta. Correct. Yeah, you cannot open someone's mail in the United States. You can also not go into someone else's mailboxes. These are federal crimes. That is correct. I found who said that. Okay. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So how was the thumbnail? I tried to make the thumbnail pretty frightening and ominous there with a family that was struggling. So I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. Some of you might have seen it. Some of you might not have. Opened a new window. Give me this. Okay, I want to go to that folder, and I want this picture. Come on, come on. Why is suddenly? I'm not so thrilled with solid state drives. They're supposed to be instantaneous, but they're not. I guess there's too much crap on it. Anyway, this is the image I made for that thumbnail for those who may not have seen the video. Tell me what you think. I thought this was pretty cool. Substandard support for refugees in the U.S. Cowering, frightened, dirty, rubbish, dilapidated apartment buildings with, boarded up windows. Yeah, Zeph Sega, that's the problem. That's what I tell people. YouTube hides my content, and they hide it from Americans too. Otherwise, it's, I guess, a penalty for having had my channel taken away before. You'd think that wouldn't be a problem, but it is a problem. Yep. Bad news makes news. Yeah, exactly. Just not the girl. I'm always tired these days. I'm always tired. I'm always hungry. Yep. Well, let's look at it this way, Chugsy. You can say that maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm making a false allegation and claim. One could say that. I'm not saying you're being combative, and you're not at all. I'm just saying one could claim that, or one could say that I used to work in the intelligence community, and I've been working with the internet for 4 decades. And I'll leave it at that. Hey, Beth, that's the idea. It's supposed to grab you. Yeah, they put poor performance and no-name drives and laptops as most consumers don't know better. Well, I got a high-end gaming machine, so yeah. Yeah, that's Brandy Wells' tweet if you want to go check it out. Anyway, yeah, no, I am kind of tired and I'm quite hungry. So when we get done here, I'm going to go get something to eat. Fill my belly. Get in my belly. Baby back, baby back, baby back, baby. The new white meat. Best care, caseworker, food, phone, money, nice place, sleep, bless. All right, Ed Tanette, I knew you were arriving. Congratulations. You need to send me a note. Let me know where you are, and let's do an interview. And loving the snow. Ah, well, she's not in Texas. She's not in Florida. I want to say thank you again, Colonel. I did send an email, but it's not urgent. Okay, just another girl. Did you get in touch with the gentleman I told you to get in touch with last night? Just another girl. Just checking in on the Olympics here. Chloe Kim got beat. She was in first place, but then she was beat by the Korean, I think it was, or was it Japanese? Somebody beat her. This is from earlier.
Medals.
Women's halfpipe.
There is B. Kim. No relation to Chloe Kim, the 19-year-old from Palos Verdes. She'll be at Columbia University.
So she had 88 on her top score, and she winds up getting beat. So snow is coming down the halfpipe. It's interesting because they said that the snow, they had to create artificial snow in Cortina, but here I can see that clearly there's plenty of snow. So the halfpipe, yeah, B. Kim is ready to do hers. This is obviously from earlier to this evening as it's dark there. But yeah, so where were we at here? Yeah, no, this stuff is real. People think that when you say shadow banning isn't real. But look, there's the algorithm. You have to catch the algorithm. I get all that. But you don't go from 150,000 views in one day to 2 weeks later getting 33,000 views in one day unless something is up, especially when the content's of interest. Anyway, so I was looking at Gmail is what I want to see. I want to see just on the girl if she got in touch with the person I said get in touch with. Okay. Excuse me. I got some just safely in the USA. Here we go. 12/17 you wrote to me. May I read it minus your name? Is that okay? May I read the email minus your name? Do I have your permission, just another girl? I'll keep the personal stuff out. Very thick snow. Wow, stunning. Even gave us stunning new jackets and beanies. Okay, get ready, CB. Take care. Have a good day. Yes, I know the French judge accused of rigging it. Yes, okay, so I'm going to read the email. So remember last night, another thing we did is that just another girl she was concerned because can't get a passport for the spouse who was born in Rhodesia, if I'm not mistaken. So I said, okay, just tell me, send me a message, and I put her in touch with a friend who is a viewer and is an attorney in South Africa, and hopefully he could put her in touch with someone else, but it sounds like it went well from there. Dear Colonel Wyatt, from the bottom of my heart, I would just like to thank you for helping us this morning. I've spoken to blank, and he's been extremely helpful listening to our situation and giving advice on how to proceed. Thanks to him, we now have options, and we're working a plan to solve this issue. This morning, I woke up with absolutely no hope of ever leaving this country, but tonight I'll be able to rest knowing that at least we have options, and that's a start. Thank you again for caring enough to see my heart break, not hesitating to jump in and help when you didn't need to. Your kindness and help may just have ensured that my daughters will have a safe future with an intact family, and that there will never be enough thanks. Yours. Thank you very much. Just another girl. That's why it matters, guys. It's just that important. It's just that important. Yeah. You're very welcome. This is the power of a large channel with a big following. You have the ability to touch and reach. If I had 1 million subscribers, I could freaking make phone calls, and then Turning Point USA and the Republican Party and Ted Cruz and John Kennedy. These people would listen. But I don't have an audience that big. Go, everyone, get 3 more subscribers, please. With this stuff, success builds on success. I've been putting out incredible content for 6 years, and it's been a struggle. I was shocked that we got to 50,000. Gobsmacked I got 100,000. But since then, I hit 100,000 June 4th of last year. I'm going to wind up getting to June at this rate and only gain another 30,000, it seems. You didn't miss anything, Peter LaGrange, because I haven't covered that topic yet. The Homeland Security will be shut down. It's unclear. No one is talking about refugees because there's so few of them that are coming over compared to normal pace. Hey, Auntie No Dear, what's going on? Well, I didn't mean to make you cry just now, the girl. You made me cry. I had to choke it back. Yeah. Well, Phoenix, that's what we do here. That's what we do. Cheryl Williams, unusual spelling of Cheryl. You guys just have the most creative spellings for stuff. Sister had tickets, 28 tickets due to snowstorm. She's panicking. I told her to stay calm. Yep, Karen, tell her to calm down. We had people in Frankfurt who got stranded. They got over here. You'll get out. You will get out. Just be patient. Just be patient. Anyway. All right. Yeah, I want to talk about Olympics. Let's talk about the Olympics. That's near and dear to my heart. Let's get to the Olympics. I love the Winter Olympics. That's some cool stuff. And let's just start with that. Okay. First off, look at the medal count after today's events. The medal count is as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Norway still leads the pack, although they don't lead the pack in medals now. Italy has jumped out in first place with medal count, but of course they always do gold, silver, and you could have 15 bronze. If you have no gold, you're not going to be at the top. Even though another country has 1 gold, they'll be ahead of you. It's kind of a crazy way to do it. I always thought a total medal count should matter. You should have two rankings. But anyway, so here we go. Medal table for today. Norway with 14 medals, 7 gold, 2 silver, and 5 bronze. Italy has jumped up into second position with 6 gold, 3 silver, and 8 bronze for 17 medals. The United States is in third position, 4 golds, 7 silvers, 3 bronze for 14 medals. Then comes Germany with 9 medals, Sweden with 8, Switzerland with 7, Austria with 12 medals, but only 3 of them are gold. Hence their 7th position in the rankings. And we get down here to Australia has a single medal. They got a gold medal. Was that for the kangaroo dance? Remember that? Remember that in the Olympics in Japan? Oh my goodness, the kangaroo dance. Let's do the roo. Remember that? She was doing the roo. God, it's so bad. I'll never forget that. Oh my goodness. Remember that when she did the roo? Is Silent Bob here? Where's Jay? Yeah, Pikachu, you're welcome. That was hilarious. What the hell event was that? I can't remember now what the event that was. Jay is sleeping. I'm Jay, and this is my hetero life mate, Silent Bob, you tubby motherfucker. Jay and Silent Bob. Smoke that blunt. Oh, my goodness. Hey, my little man. Oh my goodness, good stuff. Anyway, Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, what was it? Roseanne. Was it Roseanne? The chimp in the first one. Clerks was awesome, but Mallrats was cool too. There isn't a single year that some little bastard doesn't get caught in an escalator. Freestyle. Is that what? Yeah, it was freestyle. All right. Thank you, Devet. The kangaroo dance was better than John Cena. Remember, she's like, what kangaroo whops around like that? She looked like a vampire trying to eat somebody. I can't even do it. Oh, and what's so bad is she was serious. People thought, who doesn't have a plow? We've got plows here. Matters of Minds. Cool. Good to see you there. F3. Yeah, no, Antoinette, get some rest. You can send me a note later. I've got to set up my rugby streams this weekend. I've got 6 nations. Let me take a look. I think Scotland. What's going on in the half pipe? Are they on a commercial? They look like they're on a commercial. This looks like a commercial. Oh, they're reading something.
And on it. It's just something that I like take from like pant to pant.
So this is an American competing in the half pipe. This is that snowboarding's become such a big thing here in the Olympics. It's something else. Okay, what was I trying to do here? Anyway, I lost track of it there. Clark's was awesome. Yeah, she had a few screws loose in the kangaroo. It was too funny, man. Too funny. Anyway, so the Chinese communists only have 4 medals. That's a victory of sorts. No gold medals. I'm happy to see that. Latvia has a silver medal. Congratulations to Latvia. And Finland just has 1 medal, a bronze so far. So disappointed in Finland's results. So today's events, let's run through some of the events today at the Olympics. So we had women's curling round robin. U.S. beat Korea 8-4. Women, Sweden beat Japan 8-4. And then Switzerland beat Italy 7-4. Canada over Denmark 10-4. Then the first heat of the skeleton, the freestyle moguls, snowboarding, men's SBX runs, alpine skiing, women's Super G. Frederica Brignoni, who came back from a horrific knee injury. Her left knee just shredded when she wiped out last year, a la Lindsey Vonn we just saw. She came back. She's only raced a couple races this year, and she wins the gold medal in the Super G. Absolutely incredible. I saw her run earlier. I didn't know she got the gold. I thought she got a bronze. She got gold. What a comeback story that is. Frederica Brignoni. Roman Miradoli from France got the silver, and Cornelia Hütter from Austria got the bronze in that medal. So that was a medal today. 9 medals were awarded. In ice hockey, Switzerland beat France 4-0. In the freestyle moguls, men's had their finals. The bobsled 2-man official training run. Cross-country skiing, Sweden's Frida Karlsson, the women's 10-kilometer interval, got the gold. Eva Anderson got the silver from Sweden. And Jessie Diggins from the United States got the bronze. U.S. in cross-country skiing got a medal. Man, that's awesome. And the viewer who took the time to help me out, say thank you very much, even though we battled a bit to get in contact. Thank you very much for everything. Cool. I have to go. Kids need me. Okay, all right. Catch you later, Erica. Be well. Thanks for popping in. See, some refugees still watch the program after get here. Curling men's round robin, Germany 5, Norway 4. Curling men's, Switzerland 8, USA 3. Great Britain 6-3 over Sweden. Snowboard men's cross quarterfinals. Ice hockey, Canada smoked Finland 5-0. Not good. Finland's done. They just lost their 2 games in a row. Their host, they're in bad. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the women. So my bad. It's the women, not the men. The men lost the first game to Slovakia. Now the women have just lost to Canada 5-0. Bobsled took place. Speed skating, another race there, 5,000 meters for the women. And it's Francesca Lollobrigida, like the actress, Gina Lollobrigida. Francesca Lollobrigida got a gold medal. Good for Italy. I'm sure they were stoked about that. Meryl Kronjen from Netherlands got the silver. And Ragna Viklund from Norway got the bronze. Ice hockey. This is men's preliminary round. Canada smoked Czechia 5-0. And the luge, Germany team relay gets the gold medal. Österreich gets the silver. Congratulations, Austria. And Italy came in with a bronze. Italy's doing well in these Olympics. Curling, the Chinese beat the women 7-4 over UK. And Korea 7-2 over Italy. Denmark 10-7 over Japan. And the women from Sweden smoked the United States women 9-4. Lots of other events, the short track quarterfinals, women's, men's 1,000, women's 500. Yeah, lots of speed skating going on today. In men's ice hockey, a game I called at least one period of early, the United States smoked Latvia 5-1, off to a good start for the men. And Germany defeated Denmark 3-1. In the short track speed skating, the women's 500 finals in, and the Netherlands keeps racking up these skating medals. Zandra Velzeboer got the gold. Italy's Adriana Fontana with the silver, and Canada's Courtney Sarrault with the bronze. And then in the short track speed skating, men's 1,000, the Dutch again. Jens van te Voet got the gold. China, Sung Long Chin, silver, and Korea, Jongchon Rim got that. Tomorrow we got the bobsled starting at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is only about 5 hours away from now, 4 hours. Curling. Men, I'm looking for hockey. We have our hockey going on tomorrow. Yes, men's Finland, Sweden should be a good game there. Finland is desperate for a win. They should be able to beat Sweden, but they should have beaten Slovakia, so we'll see. Men's 10-kilometer sprint in the biathlon, and that's the only hockey game for tomorrow. That's so. And then, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's more. Then a lot of events tomorrow. And we've got ice hockey men's preliminary France and Czechia. Who cares? Women's Czechia and Sweden. And then I'm looking for more hockey. Canada and Switzerland, and women's ice hockey. Okay, tomorrow at 3:10, the United States plays Italy in a quarterfinal. Should be an easy win for the American women, but they've got to win the game, so there you go. And that's tomorrow. So that's the big event for me to watch tomorrow, is that hockey game in the afternoon. I'll relax for once, probably. Meanwhile, Chloe Kim failed to win the gold and win a third consecutive. My fiance and her mothers are coming over. I need to tidy things up. All right, take care, Courtney. Okay. What is going on? Let me see what's going on. Somebody's message got deleted. I didn't see that. Let me get over here and see where am I. There we go. Tomahawk posted. Anyone who promotes... Yeah, Tomahawk, no one, that's not appropriate posting that in this chat. I don't know what you're doing there. Maddie Rowley reports that NGO Endeavor paid $533,000 for a musical therapist in Missouri for immigrants. Wow. Yeah, I know, Tomahawk, that's why you weren't punished for it. Yeah, no, I saw that. I've seen that. I've seen that screenshot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it just, people get attacked. All right, so let me clear the air on that one. Lily does encourage people to come to Texas because there's support there. I mean, I was one of the, I'm aware of it, Tomahawk, thank you. Lily sent me a screen capture of it. So first off, let me clear the air really quickly here on that. So yes, she does work for a recruiter. She says that she asked me to share the information. I shared it. But no, she's not recruiting people to work in Texas. The recruiter she works for hires people all over the country for companies. So you can go through Lily if you want for recruiting, and you might even be able to stay where you're at. There might be a job available there. It just depends what your skill set are. So she has been able to help several people find jobs already, and yes, that's her job. And what's wrong with that? Why should anybody have a beef over that? And why should somebody have complained about that? So, this is why I don't start an NGO. This is why I don't take jobs or anything related to this, because people will lie. People will spread rumors. They'll start nonsense. I have enough trouble. Thankfully, my reputation is genuine and people know who I am and my track record is there. Otherwise, more people believe this nonsense that people run. So no reason to apologize for Tomahawk, but you need to be clear. Next time, preface it. Let us know what's going on. Anyway, I don't know who you hate, Dogzilla. I just don't like the Chinese communist. Anyway, yeah, Choi got on. Yeah, Chloe Kim, she didn't get that third one. So that's what I was just about to talk about. So, yeah. So with that situation with Lily, someone's trying to target her. They offer no evidence. It's true she works for a recruiter. It's true she has encouraged people to come to Texas. We're unhappy with that. But because they had good support there, that's why the guys from Maine went there. It's also true that I discouraged people from moving around. But my discouragement was until you had the things you have to succeed. You don't just pick up and go somewhere else. But, people, that's their own decision. So, tore your Achilles, man. All right, well, at least you'll be watching them, Tomahawk. Sorry you tore your Achilles. That sucks. That's crazy. All right, yeah, so I was talking about the Olympics before we jumped on that story. Chloe Kim fails to get that third consecutive gold medal. And South Korea's Choi Ga-on takes gold. It's heartbreak for Team USA's Chloe Kim. The 25-year-old failed to pick up her third consecutive gold medal in women's snowboard halfpipe after a fall in the third and final run. She would have become the first snowboarder to win gold at 3 consecutive Olympics while also trying the iconic Shaun White on the leaderboard for most snowboarding golds. But it wasn't to be. Kim sat on top of the leaderboard for the majority of the final, but her score of 88 from the opening run was overtaken by Korea's Choi Ga-on in the final round. Choi scored an impressive 90.25 to upset the odds and pick up an Olympic gold medal at just 17 years of age. It was an incredible show of resilience for Choi. She had an incredibly heavy fall in her first run with proceedings paused while she received medical attention. She also fell in her second run. With all of it on the line, she dusted herself off and delivered a performance in. Japan's Mitsuki Ono finished with a bronze. So she falls into second. Yep. So she had to go all out and she fell. Well, still got a silver, Chloe Kim. So it's not bad. Yes, Guy, there's so much speculation and false assumptions in WhatsApp and Facebook. Agreed 100%. He's an admin for South African Refugee Settlement to USA. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not getting involved in that commentary. I'm just telling you. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm not getting involved. Yep. Well, maybe that guy's account was hacked at someone else. I don't know. I don't know the quality of our men's hockey team. The Canadians will be good, no doubt. I know the women should win the gold. They smoked the Canadians, and unless they fall apart, they should win. I need to see the men perform. I only saw them for a little bit today. They look pretty good in what I saw. But Lafayette's not that tough. Turlock, California. Well, good luck with that. So how you doing there, Brett? No, lots of them are end up in California. They're in Sacramento. They're in Modesto. They're in San Diego. Lots of them. Bennington and Canada shut out Cheshire in their opener. The goalie made 26 saves, and Connor McDavid has 3 assists. The debate over who should be the starting goalie for Team Canada at the Olympic Winter Games has gone on for weeks and only got stronger as the opener against Team Cheshire drew closer. But when Coach John Cooper was asked Thursday after a 5-0 win when he decided Jordan Bennington would be his guy here in Milan, it was clear that there was no debate in his mind. Well, probably about 358 days ago, he said. In the end, you have to perform. Wow. And performing to the St. Louis Blues, goalie made 26 saves to backstop Canada in its Group A opener. Canada wearing the white jerseys and the Cheshire team wearing the red jerseys. Macklin Celebrini, Mark Stone, Bo Horvath, Nathan McKinnon, and Nick Suzuki scored for Canada. So Connor McDavid had 3 assists, Sidney Crosby and Thomas Hartley. See, this is why I get nervous. Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, and Mark Stone, as well as Bennington, are on this team. That is a tough get. But the United States got it done today with their hideous 1980s-style uniforms. Brock Nelson scores twice as U.S. opens the Milan Cortina Olympics by rolling over Latvia 5-1. The U.S. goal song, Free Bird by Leonard Skinner, blared 7 times over speakers Thursday night. Twice the celebration was only short-lived. Bouncing back from having a pair of goals wiped out by coaches' challenges, the U.S. opened the Olympics by rolling past Latvia 5-1 in a dominant showcase of some of the country's best NHL players. Brock Nelson scored twice. 4 players had 2 assists. And there's a familiar face there, Austin Matthews. Yep. Wow. It looks like Jack Eichel as well. Can't see who the third person is. Is it Keith Kachuk? No. Anyway, we believe in depth we have, says winger Jake Gensel. Jake Gensel. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw Jake Gensel when he was a nobody coming up. Jake Gensel was playing for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, the feeder team for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jake Gensel, he came up. I went up there and saw him his first season, and I bought a Jake Gensel t-shirt, and I said, this guy is not going to be here long. And within a week, he was in the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he's played at the top level since. Jake Gensel's an amazing player. Great to see. Yeah. There's good players on every line. It's just where American hockey is right now. Yep. I felt like we controlled the play, said Jack Eichel. We're going to continue to get better every game in this tournament, every period in this tournament. That's our goal, and it's a good start for us. I agree. Elvis Merce Lincoln's was under siege the other end, and after Nelson's second goal, he sat in the crease with his head bowed in his lap. An odd man rush became a version of the Harlem Globetrotters. Jack Hughes to Brother Quinn to Matthew Tkachuk, and back to Jack and then to Nelson. Yeah. Brady Tkachuk scored the first U.S. goal of the tournament less than 6 minutes in. Canada looks like the favorites, though, after beating Czechia. That's what the Associated Press is saying, and I think, yeah, that's good. Let the Canadians be the favorites, and then we can beat it. Philip Grubauer shines as Germany beats Denmark. Philip Grubauer has been around forever. He also played here in Pennsylvania for the Reading Royals before I came here, and then later played, I don't think he played for Hershey, but he went up and played all over in the National Hockey League. He's still around. Philip Grubauer, who's from Rosenheim, if I'm not mistaken, on near the Chiemsee. Yep. Leon Draisaitl scored 23 seconds into his Olympic debut. So Draisaitl finally gets to the Olympics. That's pretty exciting. I love hockey, and watching Olympics hockey is really good stuff. Anyway, folks, that's a little update on the Olympics. I hope that didn't bore you to tears. All right, East Coast Ostrich, be well. Saw Jordan Bennington play this year against the Dallas Stars. When Bennington is on, Bennington is on. Yeah, Blues versus Stars game. Well, I was supposed to go to a Stars game, but unfortunately I had to go a week later. So, yep. Oh, I need to check on something very quickly. I did send somebody a note about... Hang on, maybe I couldn't find that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm planning another trip, folks. So I need to know if there are any refugees in the Pittsburgh area other than Bruce the service dog. My plan is to travel to Pittsburgh here very soon. Let me look at my calendar. I'm looking at going there on the 27th, 28th time frame. Yeah, so I'll probably drive up Saturday morning on the 28th. Although that would mess up my rugby, so I have to rethink that. Maybe I'll go Friday night, the 27th, do my rugby on the 28th, and when the rugby's done, meet up with Bruce the service dog and any other refugees that happen to be in the area. And then on the 1st of March, I'll come home. So it's a 3-hour and 20-minute drive from here. It'll cost me about $45 in tolls one way, so $90 for the trip. Overnight or two in a hotel. Things will be good. Right. Well, your medicals aren't going to be complete, Tom Hawk. You just tore your muscle. All right. Hey, Chris Wyatt, what's going on, man? What's going on? How are things? Any better? Things improving up there? I hope they are. I don't think they will be, but I hope they are. Brett, John Steenhuisen is not stepping down. He is still continuing as DA leader. It's pretty arrogant, cheeky of him. He'll be the DA leader until the party Congress. So, yeah, he's not stepping down. That's a misnomer. You can look, Bonnie. There's no news. This is Night Owls. You can ask your FT question now if you want. But thank you for asking. No, it's Night Owls. You can ask your FT question now. I'm just sharing the Olympics. I'm excited. I love the Olympics. I get kind of chuffed about it. So this is good quality here, but very expensive. 47 is embroidered in there. And on this side, the Dallas Mavericks. That's the horse head on there. See it? Mavericks. Cool. I like this white hat. It'll never go outside, though. Now, some people think they can go for final interviews and fly out within a week. So after we had interviews in September through October, it's taking time. No quick. Yep, Golden, I agree. I don't understand how people come with that conclusion. Tomahawk, you say that that's strange, but I bet that's a consequence of a open cultural, and they probably did a preliminary look and said, you know what, they're probably going to be approved, so let's go ahead and not waste the slot. Yes, Brett, I agree. It's disrespectful to Robert Sobukwe. Yep, they should not name it after him. The Bruce interview. Well, he's not a German Shepherd, so why would I speak to him in German, Dogzilla? Ha, 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 ha. No. So Bruce will be fantastic. It'll be great. All right. Bonnie, what's your question? Are you typing a long question there? You only get so many characters. Gray Beard Boom. I know people going to San Diego this week. I don't know the area of sport available. I know. Well, yeah, San Diego is expensive. It's costly. But the Smith family will be on tomorrow. Why don't you tune in tomorrow, Gray Beard Boomer? If you're in South Africa, it's today. On Friday the 13th, we'll have the Smith family on. They are in San Diego, and they can tell you about their experiences there, and we can see what's going on. My cable company sent me a letter. I think this is to offer me mobile service, which I don't really want. But let's see what they're offering. Okay. I've never seen Jordan Bennington live. I was bummed out I didn't get to see the Stars. Not that I like Stars, but I love National Hockey League. And I had a ticket. I was able to sell it back, but I lost $60 on the ticket. Get the iPhone 17 Pro on us. Qualifying trade-in, premium unlimited line, and premium line, and device payment plan. I don't like iPhones, so that's not going to happen. Stream 4K, upgrade your phone, enjoy faster speeds, and cut your bill in half when you switch. $6 off. $6 off for your first year. That must mean they're very expensive. No, I'll pass. I don't need the iPhone. I don't need your phone. I've got who do I have? I forget it. I got the other service. I forget who it was. Anyway, it's on that one phone. And P, my son went for his fingerprints yesterday. He's due to fly Connecticut. I might have to book. Okay, stop. You're not booking any flights. What are you telling me you have to book a flight? No. What do you mean? What are you booking a flight? Okay, what are you booking a flight? Is this unrelated to the refugee program? I don't understand, Bonnie. Who are you booking a flight for? Refugees don't book their own flights. Is this unrelated? Do you have business travel or tourism or something like that? You need to explain that better. I don't understand. What do you mean waiting to book? No, we don't need no iPhones. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. For her interview, huh? I have not been to Wisconsin yet, Winter Wolf, but it's going to be on my list. Oh, to Cape Town for medicals, my son applied. Huh? My son went for his fingerprints. He's due to fly to Cape Town. I might have to book a flight today. Well, what I would do is look, it may seem like a lot, but the insurance you get, like Fly Sapphire, is dirt cheap. It's only a few dollars, and it covers you if you have to change your flight. That's my recommendation. Is if you have a date, they've given it already, and you know where you're going, book your flight to go, and pay for the insurance. But read the fine print, and make sure what reasons You can say medical point was cancer or something like that. So that's my recommendation. Okay, I understand now. I thought she was like you said he's coming to Connecticut. That's CT. Sorry. When you do two, I don't write Cape Town uppercase C and T. That's not Cape Town to me. I spelled out. CT is Connecticut. That's why I was confused. All right. Sorry. I see MI Michigan, NV Nevada, OH Ohio, PA Pennsylvania. Yeah. Well, they'll give a date. I would wait till I have the date. I wouldn't do it ahead of time. Yes, the Bad Bunny halftime show was ludicrous. It was ludicrous. It was boring. It was useless. Yep. Turning Point USA show. Yeah, I don't know how many did that have. It had 17 million at one point. So let's go Turning Point USA. Oh, let me see what it's up to now. TP USA halftime show. 21 million views. It had it's on Charlie Kirk's channels too. So between the two of them, it has 25 million views. But it had 17 million when it happened. Years back, some airlines allowed you to pay a little more, which covers change your booking fee. Well, yeah, that's another thing. The category ticket. If you buy a business class ticket, which is more expensive, but on Fly Sapphire, it just means you sit in the front row. You pay extra. I always do that. I always pay for the business fare. It's just a little bit more for me. It's not that much more expensive. It's much cheaper than flying. I mean, I haven't flown a single flight in South Africa. The most expensive flight I had in South Africa was $350. That was a flight to Uppington in 2022. The most expensive flight I've ever had. Everything is less than $100. It's about $100, $120 max. It's cheap compared to the United States. So I pay for the business seat, and then I get the seat next to me empty, and I actually can change it without a fee. So. Well, Bonnie, it depends on how you want to do this. I mean, I'm not sure what advice to give you here. I mean, I don't have enough information here. It's if you have enough time, and there's time to wait, but I mean, there's lots of flights. PE doesn't have tons of flights, but if you were in Joburg, I'd be like, don't worry about it. You can book a flight any time of day. You have to pick it. Don't understand, if the Republicans are in the ruling party, how can the Democrats hold so much power? Because of Michael Marks. I've explained this many, many times, because of the filibuster and the rule. You have to have 60 votes. And not just a simple majority. The Republicans got 53 votes, and the thing got shut down. So let me find that. Where's it at? So, yeah, 52. Yeah, so here it's actually wound up being 53, I think, in the end. So you would think that would be enough, but it's not. Tough Department of Homeland Security, or the Department of Homeland Security almost certainly will shutter at midnight tomorrow night. Democrats in the U.S. Senate blocked a funding package for the Department of Homeland Security amid ongoing fury over Trump's administration's crackdown on the deaths of two people in Minneapolis who brought about their own deaths. Thursday's vote means the department is almost certain to shut down at midnight on Friday, affecting a range of services, yet largely leaving immigration unaffected. While senators voted virtually along party lines, 52 to 47 in favor of the bill passed. That's not true because John Fetterman voted for it, and John Thune, the Republican, voted against it, so it could be brought up again. Yeah, so Maggie Hassan said the effect of the shutdown would be limited. I don't know what's going to happen with refugees. I assume they're going to continue. We've heard nothing, although someone claimed to they were the last flight out, but I don't know what they know. Coast Guard is Homeland Security. Who said that? Coast Guard was Department of Transportation, yeah. Now they're under Homeland Security, which is transportation is separate. I don't know, Angelique. We don't know. No one's saying. I haven't seen what budget money is available. I have no idea. Right, that's the problem. There aren't a lot of flights from it's 3 or 4 a day, as opposed to, Joburg to Cape Town, back and forth. There's a dozen flights each way all day. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with that. So, U.S. Olympic figure skater calls for the judges to be vetted. This is Madison Chock. After a controversial decision gave her silver. I agree. I saw their race. I didn't watch the French, but these guys were amazing. And I don't really actually like this couple, but I was shocked. Madison Chock and Evan Bates responded to questions about judging the recent Olympic ice dance Paris final. The Chock called for judges to be vetted for the sake of transparency. They were looking to defend their gold medal, but came in second to the French duo of Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Guillaume Cizeron. The French judge graded Baudry and Cizeron higher than Chock and Bates, which helped push the French team to gold over the Americans. Judging has been a topic of controversy on social media, with some arguing that Chock and Bates should have been graded higher. I agree. They took 2 full points off them for something I didn't see the problem with it, but I'm not a judge. It would definitely be helpful if it's more understandable for the viewers to see more transparent judging and understand what's really going on. It's also important for skaters that judges be vetted and reviewed to make sure that they're also putting out their best performance. Yep. We felt like we delivered our absolute best performance that we could have. It was our Olympic moment. It felt like the winning skate to us, and that's what we're going to hold on to. I agree. Their skate was amazing. Yeah, I think everyone was shocked at their score in the end. Thought they would have done better. Yep. Chock and Bates initially had to settle for Team Silver with their American teammates at the podium in 2022. Team Russia and Kamila Valieva, who was 15 at the time, stood above them with their gold medals. It wasn't until the end of January 2024 when the Court of Arbitration found Valieva guilty of anti-doping rule violation when Chock and Bates and the U.S. were declared the rightful 2022 gold medalist. She tested positive for trimetazidine, a banned substance. Yep, so they were awarded the gold last time around. Now they get silver. Don't understand. Oh, I already got that answer to that question. Okay. I think that it's been mostly fair. Although in this case, I don't really care for that couple, but I thought their performance was unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't see the French, so I can't comment on theirs. I didn't bother watching it, but I did see their performance. Yep. Anyway, there you have it, folks. I think we've covered it. So let me get rid of these metal things. 32, rock, need that. The United States signed a trade deal, ladies and gentlemen, with Taiwan, lowering their tariffs 15%. Hello, ANC. ANC, we have another trade deal here. Where's the ANC trade representative? Oh, there isn't one. There isn't one. The Trade deal will see Washington lower tariffs on Taiwanese exports to just 15%. Taiwan will remove or reduce 99% of tariff barriers on U.S. goods, as well as providing preferential market access for U.S. industrial and agricultural exports. Taiwan also committed to purchase over $84 billion worth of U.S. goods, including energy and aviation products. Ho ho! Winner, chicken dinner. Washington and Taipei have signed a trade deal lowering tariffs on Taiwanese exports to 15%, on par with Japan and South Korea. Wow. The deal was first announced in January when Taiwanese chip and technology companies committed to invest $250 billion in production capacity in the U.S. The goal is to bring 40% of Taiwan's entire semiconductor supply chain to the U.S. during U.S. President Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told CNBC last month. Taiwan has pushed back on posts telling Washington that moving 40% was impossible. We'll see what happens. Pretty amazing. Good stuff. U.S. and Taiwan working it all out. Excuse me. Anyway, guys. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here because I need to get something to eat. I'm starving. Thank you all for tuning in for this hour. We hit an hour. No, we got 5 minutes to go. Let's go 5 more minutes, okay? Toes in the tropical sand. That's funny, Light Rain. Good point. Nigerian family with false South African passports. Deportation from Ireland is stopped due to pressure. They sought asylum because South Africa is not safe. What a clown world. Well, they're not South African. They should be deported to Nigeria. They should be deported to Nigeria. What a crazy... You're right. It is a clown world. Hey, Vilma, what's going on? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Angelique, what's up? Surely security-related departments like should be immune to political wrangling. No. Department of Homeland Security is not entirely immune. There's a lot. These departments are huge. They got all kinds of assets and resources. Let me look and see what falls. Let's see what falls under Department of Homeland Security. Okay. Let's see all they got. Okay, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, the U.S. Coast Guard, United States Customs Border Patrol, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, Federal Law Enforcement Training Centers, FLEC, TC. Okay, what else we got here? Immigration's Customs Enforcement, Secret Service, Transportation and Security Administration, TSA, Management Directorate, Science and Technology Directorate, Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction Office, Office of Intelligence Analysis, Homeland Security Situational Awareness Office, Office of Health Security, and the Ombudsman. See? All kinds of stuff. That's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 different operational activities. Yes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them are actual agencies. It's quite a bit of stuff falls under Homeland Security. So some of that will be affected. Some of it won't. Go saying add the insurance in order to change. Yeah, well, I'm talking about if you fly SAF Air. Go ahead and look at booking the flights. You'll see where it says you can buy the insurance. I think it's like 50 or 60 rand sometimes. Just depends on the flight. And that you just check it. It gives you a chance. So you recoup the money, or you can apply it to another one. "300 protesters stopped their deportation back to South Africa after the asylum claim in Ireland failed, as Ireland deemed South Africa safe." I'm not really sure what you're getting at there. Leslie Wilson, what's up? What's with the heart with the first aid? Is that a Switzerland thing, or is there an injury? I'm not sure what that means. Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for tonight. Time for me to get something to eat, put something in my belly. Fat bastard. Yes, secret agent. Get in my belly. Baby. The new meat, new white meat. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you for the interview with Earl Naidoo, talking about the ANC's human rights violations, according to him. And then we've got the Smiths on tomorrow for another interview. This will be family from San Diego. All right? All right. You guys take care. Leilu Dallas Multipass. Cheers.